เคที่กลับมาเล่นเนี่ยเพราะว่ามันเพิ่งอัปแพทนี่เมื่อกี้เพิ่งเด้งเลยเกมฮันเตอร์ถ้าคางไกด์โน้ตดิสแทนชั่นฮันเตอร์ดิเซนนิวนี่นะครับ Fix Achievement and Trophy Not Award as Intent คือแก้แล้วก็ได้เวลาที่เราจะมาลองที่เหลือนู่นนั่นนี่ไม่ค่อยมีปัญหาอะไรสำหรับเราสำคัญของเราคืออันนี้เพราะฉะนั้นเราค้างอยู่อีก2 DLC ด้วยก็ DLC เดิมของเราก็ยังเล่นไม่จบยังเฟรนชิพไม่แม็กซิมัมฉะนั้นเราเข้าไปเรา expect ว่าเราจะได้ achievement ของด่านสุดท้ายของ Venom และ Deadpool เราเล่นจบไปแล้ว2 อันแล้วเราก็อาจจะเริ่ม DLC ของ Morbiusนั่นGood Bad the Undead Complete all Deadpool Research
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Okay. อยู่81โอ้มันอัปเดตเรียลไทม์ด้วยเว้ยรับ9 จูนก็มีเกม Complete All Venom Research Complete All Venom Complete All Deadpool Complete All Deadpool Story Mission ก็จะยังเหลือไอ้สารสัมพันธ์ของ Deadpool Morbius ยัง Deadpool Challenge ยัง Morbius All Complete Challenge ยังโอเคปัญหาคือไอ้มิชชั่นมันไม่ขึ้นไม่ขึ้นแล้วแล้วก็เราเซฟหน้าตู้ก็คือจะเข้ามิชชั่นเลยฉะนั้นก็ไปเลย
Heroes lose their way. It happens. The only thing that matters is that Johnny Blaze found his path here, and he's going to do the right
ก่อน
thing.
ละกันไปไม่ได้
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
ด้วยซ้ำเฮ้ยชุดเท่ๆไปผมบอกกันเราให้จบคอนเทนต์ของโมเบียสไปเลยดีกว่าอาจจะดีก็ได้
Morbius. Blade.
You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
Feed all enemy. Okay.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
Next damaging ability เขาเคยหักอยู่ของ ability โอเค damage
As they say, everything by the book.
Who's next? Give the mother my regards in hell. No one is to blame.
โอ้
Now, truly, what did you expect, honestly? Now, remember who started this.
Get an enemy minion ไอตัวเด็กไปหมดแล้ว
Time's up to these chumps. exactly what I needed. Kind of bleak.
I'm not really into guns, but you make a compelling argument.
Target's moving.
Try this on!
What a waste.
Hail Hydra!
เยอะไป
You must not realize what you've done. That's not supposed to hurt.
On Delta responding.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed. You kissed the mother with that mouth? Never seen that before.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work.
Doc. This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone, along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
And we shall dissuade them.
Tech device
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
This one's for you!
I'll make quick work. That's one hell of a move. Let's do this. So be it.
A futile effort.
Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
Your master must be so proud.
like it hurt.
By her command.
เสียดายเหลือเกิน
Reinforcements. Good. I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work of Hydra, gamma injections, was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference. Get some. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly. Now we're doing this. Feeling strong today.
I'm on it.
Maybe you should teach me that one. That's a neat trick.
Take.
For the mother.
They haven't lost their will just yet. If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words are lost.
Movement
stopping evildoers and providing children with an acrobatic show. Well done.
I think you got him.
Oh man, more Hydra incoming!
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Sons again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later. Just the boost I needed! Here we go again! It must be tough losing all the time. For like, decades.
Ought to make things interesting.
Ooh, I like it!
I've been waiting. I feel invigorated.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Oh, ไม่มีหนังตอนจบเหรอ
No further, Abomination! Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey? Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
มีอีโวคิดมีตติ้งอีกอะไรวะ
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises. But any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
Only kidding. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
I have heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Morbius.
We aren't running a home for wayward vampires, Hunter. I hope you know what you're doing.
Something on your mind?
Nothing important. Isn't the angry children meeting tonight?
Emo kids?
Yes, that. I can never keep up with the modern lingo. Took me a decade to rid myself of thee and thou.
The meeting is tonight.
Then I should wrap up.
Are you going to the meeting?
Yes, I'll meet you there.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now, the Abbey has as many PhDs as you'd find on your average golf course.
We've met. Dr. Morbius. So good to see you again.
Doctor Strange, still patrolling the spiritual realm, I see. I'd love to get set up as quickly as possible in here. Start learning the lay of the land so I can help out.
Well, set up your little test tubes anywhere you'd like. Just don't touch any of my stuff.
And there are several mystical artifacts in here that no one should look at directly.
Don't look and don't touch. You'll really know how to make a colleague feel at home.
Just remember that's only an expression. And you don't actually own any of this.
But we really are glad to have you.
I can tell. Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime. Yes?
Never mind.
Hap-
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes, he is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Are you prepared for tonight's meeting?
I am more than prepared. I am the Sorcerer Supreme. But yes, I am ready.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So, you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
Your strength is imposing. The vampires should be wary.
If my skin wasn't so pale, you'd see me blushing.
Johnny Blaze's allegiance to our cause was hard-fought. Stubborn as he is, the Ghost Rider is a powerful ally.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Why are Hydra soldiers willingly turning into vampires?
Define willingly. I think that's Sin's influence.
They must be extremely devoted to agree to such a change.
Or more terrified of what Sin will do if they don't. I wonder how becoming a bloodsucker mixes with the gamma serum already in their systems. I bet that's one hell of a hangover.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I'm the first guy who'll tell you not to judge a book by its cover, but a few of Morbius's pages are stuck together. I can't say more. Gotta keep it T-rated. Can you believe no one wanted to play strip poker with me?
If it gets any sunnier around here, well, good thing I'm a daywalker.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
If this was a mistake, let me know. We will do whatever you think is best.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility. If this goes south, I'm not taking the blame.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
Lilith's going down. I can feel it in my skull, Hunter.
We still gotta worry about if Johnny Blaze can show up on time and be reasonably lucid. It's not that I don't trust Blaze. I just don't typically cotton to bikers, especially hotheads.
New Blaze would come around eventually.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
How'd you bring Wanda back? Was it some weird mystical ritual, or was it cognitive recalibration via spirit force trauma? To me, it looked like your soul punched Wanda's soul's face and she came to. But I also drank way too much coffee this morning. Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner. Who knows? Maybe if we keep doing whatever it is we're doing, we can get the Dread Maiden on our side too. I shouldn't joke about the Dread Maiden.
This war feels very winnable to me, Hunter. That's thanks to you.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Soon, and do not forget the ingredients.
About the emo kids meeting, there's a problem. Wanda asked to run the show. Everyone was fine with it, until caretakers showed up.
She seems brittle now that we have Wanda back. I cannot imagine her pain.
Well, it seems like she's trying to pick a fight.
Why are we meeting? I thought we already knew how I died.
Wanda doesn't think we do, and I believe her. So, you ready to head to the meeting and hear her out?
Lead the way.
นี่ซ้ำมานะเดี๋ยวเราจะข้ามมานะ
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have. I didn't mean for you.
It cannot.
It happened.
Good. Who?
I can. This is your choice to make, kid.
I did.
The last. I can respect your honesty, if not your magic.
That's more than I expected. My magic works. You deserve. Then.
I don't know what to say.
Are you all right? what we just saw, it's... The magic of the blood courses through you and your mother. That's my theory. No one I'm... well...
You see... I'll figure it out.
It's really good to have Wanda back. The whole place felt like it was missing her signature Scarlet touch.
Small victories, Hunter, are always worth celebrating. Like an old friend coming to her senses, courtesy of one of our newest friends.
You
look deep in thought. It is concerning.
Hey, answer this for me. What does commitment mean to you? Not marriage, although if you're asking, I do.
It is a promise to a person or position.
Oh, what a cute cookie-cutter answer.
It is true. I respect and honor my commitments until the end.
Yeesh, you make it sound so easy. This might come as a surprise to you, but I don't really mind commitment. Stability can be good.
But,
and it's a big but, it's scary. I can handle just about anything, but when things get too good or too comfy...
You start to feel as though it will all go away.
We have a winner! Claim your prize after the show. Spoiler alert, it's me.
It is a valid fear, but you must not let it control you.
Easier said than done, Hunter. Maybe someday. I know it's all in my head, but habits are hard to break.
Getting it out in the open is a good way to start tackling the issue.
And we both know I've got a lot of those. Oh, we're definitely doing that again. I'd count cards if I knew how to do that. Thanks, Hunter! You know me, I'm always game for distractions. Nico says I'm Pan. Do I look like a chef to you?
เทพนานโอเค
What are you doing out here?
You call that a pickup line, Hunter? You're supposed to ask, come here often, and set me up with a real zinger.
Uh-huh.
Well, since that's ruined, I guess we can cut straight to the chase. I wanted to apologize.
What are you apologizing for?
Oh, you know, terrorizing you with my awesome jokes, stealing only one sock so you're left without the other pair. Real menacing behavior. Oops, trying to be genuine. I'm trying to be real with you.
I see.
But change is hard, and I'm lazy.
Not everything in life is easy.
Well, it should be. I deserve to be a pile of meat and bones who does nothing and gets everything.
Think of it like a fun challenge.
Oh, yeah? Convince me.
Not knowing what the journey will hold is half the fun.
No fair. That answer is such a cop-out.
Are you not curious to see what a new version of Deadpool could be like?
Maybe a little. Do you think he's funnier and cuter than me?
There is only one way to find out.
Through time travel. Or self-improvement. You really think I can change? I've been retconned before. Let's do it again.
Only if it is something you want.
What I want is a chimichanga. But I guess I can try.
That is all any of us can do.
There's my motivational speaker. Thanks for sticking around. You're a real trooper.
And you are a real pooper.
You're
Dang, what are you
so
doing?
much better with your zingers. Huh. Telling you my deepest, darkest secrets made me feel a lot lighter. I wonder if this means I can fly now.
จะเล่นเต็มโอเคเราก็จะได้นั่นพอดีโมเบียสอยู่ไหนล่ะตรงนี้แต่ยังไม่เคยเปิดลองหาเวลามาแอบห้องนี้ห้องเดดพูล
That looks good.
We've been through a lot as a team, but we've come a long way.
You're the oldest American at the Abbey, isn't that right?
I was born.
Wow.
The notion.
Being a... Do you remember?
I was fishing near the Charles River.
Early?
First, as we...
Wait.
Yeah.
You met Benjamin? Hunter, to quote Robbie, I am geeking out so hard right now. You met Hunter.
It is the path.
I've...
Hey, can I ask a favor? We got Wanda back, straightened out Johnny Blaze, and are gonna totally vaporize the Parchment of Power. What could possibly go wrong? I hope that wasn't too confident of me. I just really want Lilith to go away forever.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Do you worry about breaking everyday objects? Please handle them with care. There aren't many in the Abbey who can challenge you these days. What does it feel like to be at the top of your game? No, never mind, I already know. You shouldn't have to fight demons anymore. They should run from you. I'd say there is always room for self-improvement, but you could put up a no vacancy sign. I'd say there is always room for self-improvement, but you could put up a no vacancy sign. Parker, you're not gonna believe this. Found a pivotal piece of intel that could blow the doors off Dracula's dirty dealings.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Ui, điều còn.
See you soon.
Aside from all the demons and ghosts, this whole prophecy thing is feeling a whole lot less end of the world. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
A strong aura surrounds us.
Deadpool เล่นอีกมิชชั่นหนึ่งก็หมดเวลาแล้วเวลาไปเล่นเดียโบรตรง You feed listener to acquire learning.ตัวมุมนี่ซาเลยว่าผิด ติดนะ มีเป็นเด้งไหมต้องเด้งสิเฮียแม่งโหลดนานกูไปเซฟเกมในไหนวะกูก็เซฟใน SSD นะถ้าจำไม่ผิดเล่นดีสักมิชชั่นหนึ่ง
This should be useful.
I'll be picking bits of Hunter out of my teeth for the rest of the week.
Let's do this. All right then.
มีแมวมาหาแป๊บหนึ่งนะชิวชาร์จนี่ก็แรงดีแหละแต่เปลืองไม่ค่อยคุ้มเท่าไหร่อยากออกซะแล้วแป๊บนึงนะว่าเราเอาสตอมมาเลยดีวะ
Think Dr. Time's wasting, Hunter.
I can already taste the blood.
Peace.
Parker, you're not gonna believe this. Found a pivotal piece of intel that could blow the doors off Dracula's dirty dealings.
วิดีโอจะนานไปนี่แหละ ทีมคอมเพลติชันนี่ไม่ได้เรื่องแต่ไม่สนใจเราจะเน้นเอาเฟรนชิพจาก2 คนมากกว่าก็คือต้องเล่นปั๊มนั่นแหละไม่งั้นก็ไม่จบ
We need to take that monster out. By her words.
That shouldn't be an issue.
Something.
เอ้ามันไม่ได้เหรอ
You have earned this. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
I've been waiting.
saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Too late for you.
I am impressed.
This won't take long.
That will not be enough. No mercy to the servants of Lilith.
A quick bite.
They cannot possibly match your strength. The light is on our side.
Very gracious of you. I'll make quick work of you.
You.
They are still set on me.
We must regain our strength.
Their time is short. I feel stronger already.
We are unleashed.
เฮ้ย
You were too weak for this fight.
I smell.
We'll make up for it this time. You!
Leave some for the rest of us.
Trifling creature. You will.
We've done it. Excellent work.
คุยจบวันนี้เตรียมสำหรับวันพรุ่งนี้แล้วก็พอพรุ่งนี้ค่อยมาเล่นต่อ
Wanda's return is an auspicious omen, although Sarah might feel differently.
I never doubted.
Wanda coming back shows you how fluid these end-of-world situations are.
Don't ask to see what's under the mask.
Wanda, my main witch, is home. I knew she didn't break bad for good.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo. Hunter, hello.
We've been through a lot as a team, but we've come a long way.
ยังไม่ได้ยีเดดพูลมิดไนท์ซันชาเลนจ์มิชชั่นอยู่นะต้องเซฟแล้วโหลดใหม่
Hey, Charlie Warly puppy face.
Ugh, reptilian blood tastes terrible. Do you worry about breaking everyday objects? Please handle them with care.
Well met.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Funny how personal this... I... Oh.
I'm here if you need me.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. What's up, big... Oh, you are gonna love this. Hey, Hunter. This should be interesting. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, sometimes I even impress myself. Day, Hunter.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
I could use some me in the suit time.
เสียใจว่ะให้
I'm ready when you are. Just remember the most important thing. There are no rules. Let's do this. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. See you around.
โอเคต่อทีนี้ไปมาเล่นต่อในเรื่องวิดีโอหน้าเดี๋ยวลองโหลดเซฟแป๊บหนึ่งเพราะว่าอยากรู้ว่าถ้าเข้ามาใหม่แล้วจะได้ไอ้นี่ไหมควรจะได้นี่โอเคเอาครับไว้เจอกันใหม่